Saving the world for an egregious fee for making mistakes that cost them even more in the long run. AsselConsulting.com. June 30th, last day of Worthless Degree Awareness Month. It is not LGBT non-binary month. I know it is. Or June. No, it actually is. June is Worthless Degree Awareness Month. Don't know if you knew that. Well, we try to raise awareness. You know that. Hey, I want to be a liberal. I want to raise awareness. I want to avoid work by raising awareness about things. Can I raise awareness too? No, you have a real job. Go work and pay taxes to pay us government grant money so we can raise awareness. You can't raise awareness. You're like an adult. You're aware. All right. We have a question. Hey, Cap, I'm a 30-year-old male wanting to get your thoughts on whether to get an official degree in software engineering or start a side hustle instead. We're all going to do side hustle until I hear what the side hustle is. I graduated with a master's degree in business. I'm sorry, son. University, but fucked up choosing a more general business degree, so no STEM. What's the solution to poverty? If only there was a cheap vaccination to end the student loan crisis as we knew it and to prevent another generation of Gen Zers to suffering the same disastrous fate as the millennial. It's like Die Hard. I could shut off the building right here. I got the switch right here. We can't do it from here. It has to be done from downtown. We'll take out a whole section, a whole grid, whole city grid. Oh, Jesus, a whole city grid. You kids don't know that. That's called Die Hard. It's a story about a man who was masculine. I know. What's that? Oh my goodness. And they're straight. Money. I have about 24,000 euro in student loan debt, 15,000 in gold and silver. That's good. 5,000 in some ETFs, 2.5 in cryptos. That's a nice portfolio you got there. I know you maybe everything isn't great on your educational career front, but that's not bad. Because you got your precious metals, you got a big and crypto. That's great. That's great. Just a student loan comes down to 45 euros a month. My IQ is 120. I'm high on conscientious. We don't do that Myers-Briggs, the Jordan Peterson psychological profile. It's not real. It's not a thing. I respect Dr. Jordan Peterson, but that's not a thing. He'd disagree, obviously. But you got high enough IQ, you could do engineering. Career, I'm more of an entrepreneurial type. I started 3 businesses. The first failed. The second did 2.5 million euros in a year. And the third was VC-backed seed round, but we did not get it off the ground. And then Corona hit, so it's been a shit show. So you have failed. You have 0 businesses. You are a failure. Now, admittedly, the key to success is failure. But you started 3 businesses. For the second one did 2.5 million. No. Revenue does not count. So there is no prize for the second place does not count. Please immediately now. Now I know you're trying. You're a good, honest man here, but you got infected. You got a little bidnaz on you there. I think your general manager, your marketing professor, jizzed his semen on you. Oh, you got some of your marketing professors come on your. Wipe that off. All right, knock it off. Put your hand on straight. All right. I don't give a fuck how much money the company took in. It's how much was left over after expenses. Fuck sales. All that matters is profit. Okay? I remember these douchebags in the .com days. None of these companies had earnings. So instead of doing price to earnings, they did price to sales, which makes no fucking sense. Well, they're trading at 200 price to sales. Oh, fuck you guys. Don't do... Ladies, going to help out hey, ladies. Men of the especially douchebag type will tell you what they brought in and state that as their income. There's a difference. So if they're salesmen, they'll say, yeah, I did 100 million in sales. Now, you girls, since you were studying touchy-feely education, child emotional women's studies bullshit, you don't know the difference between like market capitalization, assets under management, sales, revenue, and income. The only thing that matters is income. That's it. That's what you bring home. So if he's a salesman, you're like, I did $250 million in sales, dude. Yeah, you brought in $250 million to another guy's company. What was your commission and bonus on that? Well, yeah, I got like $1 million in commission. Okay. What did you spend on your fancy flats and your Ferrari and all? 1.2. Oh, so you have less money than the waitress serving you that cocktail you treat like shit. You do not tell me what you generate, what you grossed. I want to know what you netted, because you are either a successful entrepreneur when both numbers are in the black, when both numbers are positive. Third was VC backed. I don't care. Did not get out off the ground and then corona, so it's been a shit show. Skills. I like tech and have acquired good skills in tech over the years, mostly digital marketing, analytics, and web development. All right, there you go. You didn't learn that in school, did you? I bet you learned that on your own. People know me to be very good in this field, and there's decent demand for those skills. All right. I'm in talks with some companies for digital marketing positions around 60,000 euros a year, which is okay, but nothing crazy. Yeah, but it's a lot more than your company made in profit, right? Like infinitely more than all three of your companies. Like infinitely. Question, would you advise getting a degree in software engineering, given my situation, or start a new side hustle? No. You are not starting another business. You've made some great progress with your savings and all that. And I know I'm busting your balls here, but that experience starting these businesses, going through the financing, that has helped you. That will pay off dividends down the road. I'm not saying start a next side hustle job, because you don't make money on that. Right? Now, if your goal is just to like get funding, because I knew a bunch of guys that did this during the dot-com days, it's completely unethical, but fuck ethics, okay? No one gives a shit. You go raise money for fizzywidgets.org, whatever. And you're going to pay yourself a $250,000 salary as the CEO. And you could sell these dopey motherfucker investment banker and venture capital groups. Finance guys are dumb, okay? And you always use, I understand this might be over your head a little bit complicated. I'll show you, I'll fund you. Right? Now, there are some savvy financiers that do understand it, but you just got to get a really good idea. It just has to sound good. It doesn't actually have to be good. And then you're president, you get funding for 3 years, right? You're president and CEO, paying yourself $250,000 a year. Boom, $750,000 right there. That's one way to do it. But more ethically, let's talk about something more practical. All right. You need to work a real job, pay off your debts, hone a skill, get a craft. And once you are stable and established as a self-independent, self-supporting man, then you can do your side hustle. Because otherwise, I've seen them, dude. I saw them. They were all these boomers. Now they're in their 50s back in the day. But they're always hustle, always busy. None of their businesses worked. I think now that the feds came crashing, at least here, this is in the United States, the feds came crashing down on lending quality or lending standards. And so now there's no Zorba the Swede with his fucking medallion and his great tufts of chest hair coming in talking about boats on Lake Minnetonka and boats on Lake Havasu and hitting on the hot nurses, or not nurses, waitresses. All right. Those guys don't, that's much harder to come through finance. You better have some fucking cash flow, some fucking profits, right, for your business. And if you don't have a decent, don't, unless you want to do that scam where you're paying yourself a CEO salary on a company that was never meant to make it anyway. But you go get a job. 60,000 euros a year is a very good salary. That's perfectly fine. You get some money, you start saving up, get a little bit of work experience. And then once you are established as a professional, then you can start working on the side hustle. So I would advise getting your degree in software engineering. It's only going to take you 2 more years. You seem to already have a penchant for it. You got your toe dipped in there in some of the IT, web programming and stuff like that. If you can land a job as a digital marketer for $60,000, I don't know why you have to go to school for engineering. I just think you got to work, make some money, learn the business a little bit, go to school part-time for software engineering. That's if you really want to get into software engineering. But who knows? Maybe you make all this good money as a digital marketer. You seem to have a penchant for it. But whether it's you going back to school, going to work, going to work, part-time school, part-time, whatever combination thereof. You are not starting another business. No. You need to establish yourself as a professional of some kind. Then you go and you start a business as a side hustle. You don't side hustle it, start it, and hope something shit sticks. Now, I don't know one business dude, bro, who's ever started a successful business. Not one. I've known physics majors that have. I've known engineers that have. I started a business. If you could call this stupid idea, I have a business. I have more shtick. This is shtick. Let's not degrade defile the word business by calling asshole consulting when I do a business. But I got a thing going on here, a show. But aside from that, I don't know any business major that ever started, because you're always looking for the quick way to make the big bucks. And the quick way to make the big bucks is to major in engineering, put in the hard work, start as a career, get your base set, and then secondary to an established, well-compensated career, then you start your side hustle. And you don't give up your career. You don't go, we're going to get $40 million, dude. No, you put your hat on straight. You go into the office, you're an engineer, you're digital marketing, you make your money, you pay your mortgage, you get you some good investments, and then you wait until you come up with a good idea. And by good idea, I mean one that doesn't ideally require any capital or you to quit your job. And you could test run it, you could try it. And then once you have an idea and lots of years of experience in whatever field, you'll say, oh, this might be a go. There's definitely a need for this. Oh, we need fizzy widgets in digital marketing. No one thought of the digital marketing fizzy widgets. And then you bring that product. Then you bring it. A lot of it, though, it's really not. I know I pick on the bidnaz majors. A lot of it is you young boys, you don't have the years experience or life to know how society works, what's in demand, human psychology. I mean, I've said it before. I mean, it's all based on the 7 deadly sins. But yeah, okay, prostitution, sex sells, drug sells, booze sells, vice sells, good tasting bad food for you sells. I just had some today. That sells, right? But a truly new idea that no one else has rushed to the market, that's going to take some experience and time. And so life is, the winners of life are not. I've seen them, man, and they're all lose. I know this group of guys. I was at a wedding one time, and the best man, and they were all salesmen, and they all wore sunglasses indoors. Just a bunch of washed up douche. Now, not then. They were making money, and then the market changed, and now they're like movers and general laborers. And they all had fancy cars. They're all driving shit trucks now. Like, yeah, how'd that go? Huh? All right. I didn't have a cigar at the time, but I like to imagine metaphorical superior cigar. All right. No, I remember that like 10 years ago. You thought you were all cool because you had your 3 Series BMW and you wore sunglasses indoors, right? Remember that? Remember that girl that was really hot but dumber than fucking rocks? Yeah. Where is she now? Oh, she's got another guy's kid. What's the kid's name? Tyrone? Jerome? Jamal? What's his name? Everybody should have a superiority cigar. Is it? Yeah, that's the thing. You got to close one eye, open up the other, and look. Oh yeah, that's interesting. You blow up. Always envied people. I'd never smoked a cigarette, but who could suck in and they talk, and then they blow out the smoke. You're like, how the hell? How'd the smoke not come out when you're talking? What? Question, would you advise getting a degree in software engineering, given my situation, or start a side business? So I'd say you go work, man. If you could get 60,000 euros a year, go work and then pursue software engineering on the side. That'd be your part. The 60 grand is nothing to sneeze at, especially in this economy. Started learning how to code about half a year ago to upskill myself, pondering to pursue an official Master of Science of Software and Engineering. It would cost me about 30,000 euros plus significantly reduced income time. Do you have to enroll full time? Can you go online and get an accredited software engineering degree? Why do you need a master's degree? Shop around. This bullshit, you're going to go full time. That bullshit fucking shit I do. I'll go part-time and at my own pace. And if they're going to give you shit, I don't know what's like in Europe, but here in the United States, certifications are more than anything. You already have a degree. You already have a portfolio of work. I don't know, boot camp might be something else, but I'd shop around. The alternative of getting at a decent level by studying myself and bootstrapping an online side hustle next to my 60K job, I would likely get because I already have lots of skills in that area. Yeah, man, go get the skills. Brush up your resume on your skills. You already got people knocking at your door, opportunities knocking at your door. Go get the job and take a class or two in software engineering. I don't know if you need a master's degree in it. Can you just take a year or two of classes and get your bachelor's degree? I'm inclined to do the lab. I want to give my second opinion. Oh, there's my opinion. There's my opinion. All right. There you go. Oh, whoa. Super chats came in. Whoa. That all paid for my very unhealthy food. I went to Perkins. I won't lie. I went to Perkins. I got their country scramble. It has potatoes, tater tots, and it has chopped up bacon, sausage, and ham, and scrambled eggs, and cheddar cheese with Tabasco sauce. Jared Robert for $10. Cappy, is it possible to be a good sales bro? As an example, Grant Cardone. Yeah, no, it is. It is. I mean, obviously, because these people exist. There are people who have this touch. I call it it. They have what's it. And I saw it in banking. They're just these guys and some gals who just, he originally started as my teller. His name was Dave. Young Latino dude, and just right off the bat, just a friendly, sincere guy. And then he kept getting promoted, and not because of affirmative action. He just had what was it. He was a good-looking guy. He had nice hair, but he was really personable. I know I had a boss. I won't mention his name because it's a very unique name. He had what was it too, and some people just are that guy. I got a buddy. In Denver, he's just a great sales guy. He's a douchebag, but he's a great sales guy. And everyone he's honest. He's hardworking. Some people, they just have what's it. And so every once in a while, I'll get a client, and I say, all right. So he wants to go into banking. All right, send me a picture. And if it's a good-looking guy, I'm like, okay, give it a shot. But the second you got bullshit or you ram heads with some gray-haired boomer or now Gen X fuck, get the fuck out of there. It ain't worth it, But some guys do real well in in finance and sales. But it's rare. And Grant Cardone is one of them, or Cardone. Tony Robbins, he sells selling. There's not even a product attached to it. David Little for $5. Laugh out loud. I love how dude bras are great in the beginning, then fizzle out in the end, and don't laugh out loud. Don't forget about the sports ball. Yeah, they're all idea guys. But their execution and above all else, stick to it, thorough. You have to be very thorough. Because I've known guys who are like, well, that's the account. I hired an accountant for that. I'm like, dumb fuck, it's your money. Not to mention all the money we lent you. You ultimately have to answer. There's none of this should. I've seen that. It's like spoiled, entitled children who graduate thinking well, that's the engineering department job. They should have it done. I'm like, yes, but you're ultimately responsible for getting it to market. This is your company. Whether you got to go down there and fire them all and get new engineers or take out a bat and start beating them into fucking submission. And they just, that's management. Hell, I don't have employees. Every fucking day it's something. Oh, I got to get rid of this. Oh, I got to get this new plan. You guys don't see it. You see the finished product. But there's all this piddly little bullshit that has to go. Oh, the RSS feed isn't working now. Why? Oh, because some idiot in Silicon Valley was going to get the boobies and improve the RSS feed. Now none of our RSS feeds work. Yeah, so the big idea, guys, they just, laziness explains everything. Nobody wants to work. Even the guys like, I work hard but party hard. Shut the fuck up. You're a lazy, dumbass shit that wants all the engineers and the nerds to do all the work for you, and then you want to reap in the benefit. You're too fucking lazy to go and make sure that, paying bills. I remember this guy wouldn't even pay his rent. I'm like, dude, why are you in arrears on your rent? Well, I'm kind of too busy. No. You don't have a facility if you don't pay your fucking rent. Elkins was a business major, $50 for $2. Yes, he was, and he regretted it. I was a business major, specialized in finance, and I regretted it. Well, I get a kick out of people like, oh, here's this loser who majored in finance telling people not to major in stupid shit. I'm like, yeah, I wrote the book Worthless because majoring in finance was a dumb fucking mistake. I admit my mistakes. Time splitting shape shifter for $2. Just serial killer max, bro. I don't know what that means. Judd Grover, $2. Pandemic killed my side hustle as it was starting. Yeah, it's going to happen. Just shelve it, guys. Just shelve it. Wait for the pandemic to go away. DJ Aftershock for $2. The Carlson School of Management, man. So it's like seesaw. I don't know, whatever. There, here's the gang symbol for the Carlson School of Management, right there, right there. I've cost them so much more in tuition than what they try, but I'm nowhere near get my blood because they cost me so much more outside of tuition. So much. There's a story there. One of these days, I'll tell you. It was when Cappy had a heart, when Cappy was human. All right, more asshole consulting coming along the way. Links down to everything below. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.